Welcome back. With a major drop in temperatures on the way, many families will be turning on their furnaces for the first time, if you haven't already. With that comes, of course, those higher energy costs and higher risks. Joining us now is Darren Cook from Spire to break down what you need to know to save some money and stay safe. Darren, thanks for coming. We want to talk about safety and then energy efficiency. Everybody's trying to save every dollar they can. So first, let's talk about, you brought a smoke detector. We all know what it looks like, but I can honestly say every single late fall, we start doing stories, unfortunately, about fires, and then people didn't have working smoke detectors, so they didn't know that there was a fire until it was burning half the house down. So what do you want to tell us about smoke detectors today?
Yeah, so absolutely. Thank you for having me here. And one thing that's very important to talk about with the furnaces and things that started with the cold snap happening is, as you mentioned, a lot of people endured fires because they didn't have the smoke detector in order to alarm them that a fire was taking place and smoke was there. So I brought this to talk about the importance of changing the batteries prior to heading to the winter season. So that way, if a fire does occur, you can detect it and get out and get the proper safety.
And there are ones that are a little more expensive, but they go for 10 years. You never have to change the batteries. They work great.
Of course.
Let's talk about what we can do for our pipes. What do we need to do to help keep them from freezing before Sunday?
So freezing pipes is very, very alarming, as it can be expensive to repair them. So one thing we can do is take our time to insulate the pipes, whether you have wrap or if you have spray foam options. These are very important, so that way you can prevent those pipes from freezing and potentially having bursts.
Okay, and I know insulation, you can obviously get a big old roll of that, but you said spray foam. So is that less expensive? Is that something you can just spray up there?
Absolutely. So
Okay.
spray foam is just as cost efficient as getting normal wrap or insulation wrap. And it's very quick, applicable, and anyone can do it.
You can open your cabinets too, right?
You can open your cabinets, go in the garage, maybe even in the basement, and find a can of that laying around.
Okay, opening your cabinets so it gets that warm air into those pipes.
Absolutely.
Let's talk about furnace. People are starting to turn them on. They need to be maintained every year. But it's expensive. It's $250, $300 for one furnace. How can we make that more affordable?
No, very great point. And so one thing for sure, we want to get our furnaces inspected by an HVAC professional at the start of the winter season. And it can be expensive for some consumers. I think it's very important for them to contact Spire, as we have various options to accommodate them, whether it's connecting them with an agency that could help them with those rebates, or even the in-house rebates we have to attend to those appliances, install those appliances, and service those appliances prior to our winter season starting.
Okay, contact Spire and you'll get them hooked up with the resources if they're eligible for those services to come maintenance the
Absolutely.
furnace.
Those
Okay.
professionals will review the eligibility and get them taken care of.
Darren Cook, thank you so much for being with us. Let's get to Jim and the latest on this deep freeze.